The Lagos State government has opened a resettlement center located at Igodo in Alimosho local government area of the state. While the resettlement camp is a temporary refuge for those affected by the building collapses on Lagos Island, the camp will be opened for 3 months.
This is the Lagos State Emergency Relief and Resettlement Camp located at the Igodo area of Lagos. This facility has been made available for victims of the collapsed and demolished buildings on Lagos Island. Here to inspect the facility are the Commissioner for Information, Mr. Kehinde Bamigbeton, and the General Manager of the State Emergency Management Agency, Mr. Adeshina Tiamiyu.
Around the world, so that the camp will not be dull for them.
The Commissioner for Information says the center is ready to accommodate no fewer than 500 displaced persons.
The arrangement here has been so done in such a way that we have like 8 persons, maximum per room. And then as more people come, we will be able to expand them. But basically, you expect that if there's a family of 5, they will be in one separate room on their own so that they can bond together. But the facilities, that dining facilities, for example, is a very large hall. It can take over 800 people at the same time, and they will work it out for there. So I do not think there are any threats of epidemic. It's not like you've been around here. It's quite very large facility. You can take more than that, actually. So I do not think there's any threats of any epidemic happening. And besides, we have on-ground medical staff. You see in the clinic. And the Ministry of Health will deploy its own people here. And of course, you have close to us, you have the Igodo General Hospital. So everything in terms of health and safety of those who are going to be here are being taken care of. The most important thing I need to stress is that it is one of the best international practices is that whenever you are evacuating, you provide a relief. This must be emphasized, that Lagos State government is operating by international best practice by arranging this facility to ensure that those who are affected by the demolition are not just thrown onto the streets. We are taking them in. We intend to take care of them for at least for the first 3 months. Give them the right environment to be able to operate so that the trauma of losing a home is mitigated instantly. And this is very important because we know there are several NGOs who have been addressing press conferences insinuating that we do not have this kind of facility or arrangement. And now with this development, you can see very clearly that being a proactive government with very strong populist pedigree, we respond to the needs of our people first. And that must be sent as a message that this has been done, not due to any other thing, but because we know and we are conscious of the fact that when we demolish, we need to take care of our own people. Our responsibility is to ensure that you are not exposed to the elements, to give you shelter, to give you a place where you can feed, to give you a place where you can go to the loo and things like that. We have first done that one. So the second level is, okay, how do I get to my business? And I think we take one step at a time. But for the first thing is that at least we will not leave it to the elements. We make sure that whatever goods you have, whatever materials you have, whatever properties you still have, we can put them together and you have a place where they're stored, where, as you are right now in the rainy season, you are not exposed to rain. So I think that's the first thing we are doing right now. All other considerations will come as we get there.
The General Manager of LASEMA confirms that the camp will be open for 3 months with the possibility of an extension if necessary. The camp is expected to have a medical team that will be available to ascertain the health status of those affected by the collapse.
As soon as we know we will have to open this camp, we've written to the Nigerian police, we've written to the RRS, and we've also spoken to the Nigerian Civil Defense Corps. We have provided opportunity for the children of those who will be coming here to have recreation, and then we'll be also talking to the Ministry of Education whether we can register their children here. We are ready for the residents who are coming in, take care of them. We have the clinic, which of course will take care of their basic medical needs. Now we'll be relating with the Igodo General Hospital, who will take referrals from here. We've spoken to the medical directors there, and we are very sure we are covered by their cover. So if you take any of the resident here who have any medical issue. If we check them and we know it's beyond what the facility here can take, then we'll move them to Ikondo General Hospital, of course, where better facilities are available. We also have the canteen here, cafeteria. We open this as soon as residents come in, because government has also approved that we feed them 3 times in a day: breakfast, lunch, and of course dinner. So the canteen will be operational fully, and we will feed all people. You also saw our store. We will give each occupant of this camp basic needs: toiletries, paste, clothes, and what have you, to ensure that at least they live well while they are within this camp.
The Emergency Relief and Resettlement Center has been equipped with all necessary household items to ease their stay here.